expect to be here tonight on this stage, but I'm really excited about the opportunity. I'm the executive director of the Zeidler Center, and our mission is to foster civil dialogue and invite trust in the midst of differences. And we train hundreds of facilitators in group processes that help people discuss challenging issues like race, religion, politics, all those things that you're not supposed to talk around the dinner table. And we try to help people have those kinds of conversations in ways that really humanize each other across those deep divides. And as I was watching this performance, it really struck me about how it showcases the way that a single event can evoke such a diversity of perspectives based on that person's background and experience. We saw, I think, 8 different characters coming at a single event with such a variety of viewpoints and flavors of that experience. And at the Zeidler Center, we similarly want to bring those kinds of diverse perspectives together. I was watching the performance thinking about what would it have been had they been in conversation with one another, they'd been in a single dialogue. What would they have said? What would they have wanted to talk about? We use careful structure at the Zeidler Center and train facilitators because we know that people come with very diverse perspectives. And instead of starting with opinions or beliefs, we ask people to start with their personal stories. And that has a profound effect on the kind of conversations that we have when people share from the heart about their stories, I think about that little boy being asked by his parent to go and beat up those other boys, that knowing that was in his history, hearing that directive from a parent, how he was shaped, really changes the way that we might view him. Over and over again, I see that people, when they start with each other's stories and are willing to listen to each other, they might come as opponents or enemies, but dramatic shifts happen through the use of story. Our largest program at the Zeidler Center is Police and Resident Listening Circles. We bring hundreds of officers from Milwaukee together to speak with residents from neighborhoods Kamani, Clark Square, Harambe, Metcalf Park, and Sherman Park. And the purpose is for them to listen deeply, build trust and relationships, and really co-design solutions. But we ask them to start with their stories. And officers come in and they say stuff like, I go from crisis to crisis to crisis, and people don't call me because they're having a good day. And I never get a chance to really have meet residents that really care, that aren't in crisis. And this is such a pleasure to be able to sit down and, wow, my mind is really blown. These youth are so dynamic, and they're having this cognitive dissonance. And the same with some of the residents saying, wow, I hear your story, and as an officer, and man, your job is really difficult, and whoa, you're a real person, and that's it's exciting to be witness to people humanizing each other, and that's from the use of story. In my opinion, we have less and less opportunities to really meet others who have different perspectives than our own, without those conversations instantly becoming debates and arguments. And at the Zeidler Center, our purpose is not to get everyone to agree. Rather, we want to help people disagree without being disagreeable, to disagree without being disagreeable. I think if we can practice disagreeing in civil ways, we open the door to hearing new ideas and missing perspectives. I think about the picture of blindfolded people standing around an elephant, and each of those people have a piece of the truth, and yet if they don't listen to each other, if they're just shouting each other down about what they're touching of the elephant, no, this is my truth, then we miss huge pieces of the truth when we don't listen to each other. So if we can practice that deep listening, I think that we can get to that missing piece that will build a more peaceful and stronger society for us all. Thank you very much.